apologies. I'm just cleaning up after fixing my two favorite residents a healthy meal. You know, they need to make sure they're getting plenty of protein. Give me just a minute. Wow, thank you very much for joining me today. I wanted to share with you a special holiday recipe that I love, and I like to fix it for the residents here. You know, we can only take so much tapioca pudding and lime jello or cherry jello, whatever they feel like serving during the holiday season. And so I like to go into my collection of recipes, pick out 2 or 3, and make them for the other neighbors that we have here. And they seem to like them. And this is one of their favorites. This is one of my favorites. It's my secret ingredient holiday balls. You know, when I finish making these and I bring a tray of them out into the common room, the other residents, they come over and they just can't wait to get their hands on my balls and put them in their mouths and suck on them and chew on them, and they just absolutely love them. And I wanted to share this recipe with all of you so that during your next holiday party, you can share your holiday balls with your friends and family. And like I said, it's a very easy and simple recipe to make. You only need a few ingredients. The first ingredient that you need are vanilla wafers. The next ingredient is some unsweetened cocoa, some corn syrup.
Did you say corn liquor?
No, I said corn syrup, not corn liquor. Would you hush your mouth, Willie? Some powdered sugar, and one very special ingredient is the rum. We're not really supposed to have this, so shh, it's a secret. But, yeah, and then there's one more ingredient. It's my secret ingredient, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. So, one thing that you need to know that when you are making any kind of recipe for the holidays is you want to make sure that you're using quality ingredients. And the easiest way, especially with the rum, the easiest way to check the quality is to take a little bit of taste. I'm feeling kind of warm and toasty inside. You know, I think I need another taste test. Oh, that's making me tingle in my... I'll have to remember that for later. So, with all of these ingredients together, let's go ahead and get started. So, there's going to be a few things you need other than the ingredients in order to make these holiday balls. And the first thing is going to be a spatula, you know, so that you can scrape down the sides and everything. And you're going to need another plastic bag. You know, you're going to put your powdered sugar in here, and you're going to use this to dust the balls. So, you're going to need a bag or a sack. And then you're going to need a food processor. Now, you don't really need a food processor. You could just put your vanilla wafers inside another plastic bag, and then, with a rolling pin or some kind of a mallet, you just start bashing the bag and take out all the rage for that, sorry little English that left you at the altar. I'm sorry. This is a holiday show. My apologies. But for this show, we're going to use a food processor. And so the first thing that you're going to do is, one of the things I like to do is I like to go ahead and get all of my ingredients pre-measured in their own little separate bowls and such. And so I'll show you what we have right here. So obviously it's one box of vanilla wafers. This is 1 cup of powdered sugar. This is 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. Damn it, Willie! And then 1/3 a cup of rum. Oh, that reminds me. When you're making a holiday treats such as this, you always want to make sure that you're using quality ingredients. And the easiest way to test and see if you've got some good quality ingredients is by tasting. So I'm going to take a taste of this whiskey because, or I'm sorry, the rum, because I need to make sure that it is a high quality rum. Oh, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the recipe. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the food processor, you're gonna open it up, and you're gonna take your box of vanilla wafers, you're gonna open those up, and you're just gonna pour them right in. Just like this. You know, when I'm baking for the holidays, it always puts me in a festive mood, and I always like to sing Christmas carols. And you know, everybody else on here has been singing Christmas carols, so, oh, why not? All I want for Christmas is my unicorn, my unicorn, my unicorn. All I want for Christmas is my unicorn, so I could wish a Merry Christmas. Yeah, I wish you Merry Christmas. Okay, anyways, so you put all of your vanilla wafers into your food processor, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pulse it to just start to break up the cookies, and then you're just going to let it go. And you want to make sure that the cookies get ground down to a fine powder. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so now that you've done like one round, what you want to do is you want to take your spatula and just want to kind of move the crumbs around. Gonna break them up because you still got some big solid chunks. You don't want solid chunks in your balls. You want them to be nice and smooth. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and put the lid back on and start the process again. Alright, very good. So, now that we've got it all ground up to a nice fine powder, now we're going to start adding in some of the other ingredients. Now the first thing we're going to add is we're going to add the powdered sugar. Careful not to spill. There we go. Alright. Next we're going to add the cocoa powder. And next we're going to add the corn syrup. Okay. Careful, this stuff is sticky. Sometimes having sticky balls is good, but not right now. Alrighty, so now that we have everything in here, we're going to put the lid back on, and we're going to start grinding everything up again. To make sure everything is well incorporated. Oh, that's smelling good. We take the spatula, we move the crumbs around some more. It's looking good. Alright, now we need to add some rum. Good, we have the rum. Oh, I just thought of something. Before I added this rum, I should have checked it to make sure it was high quality. Because, you always want to use a high quality ingredient when you're making recipes for other people. So I think I should take a taste test. Yeah, one of these things. I need to take a sip. Hold on just a minute. That's some good stuff. But we're not supposed to have this at the home. So shh. It's a secret. Shh. Don't say anything. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix this one more time. We're gonna make sure that the batter gets nice and moist. I like that word, moist. Moist. Okay, so it's looking like the dough is getting pretty manageable, but if it feels like it's a little too dry, like see this here, it just still kind of crumbles apart. It doesn't make a really good, it's not going to make a really good ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your spatula, you're going to kind of break it up a bit. Break it up. And you're going to add just a little bit more rum. Because like I said, you don't want it too dry. You want it moist. There's that word again. Moist. Alright, so put the lid back on it again. And here we go. Alright, let's check it again. Oh yeah. That looks nice and moist. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, you can shape a little ball with it, so let me see if this camera can show you. That's kind of like the consistency that you need right there. Something that when you pinch it together, it will hold its shape. So that's perfect. So we're going to take this and get this out of the way. And, oh my goodness, I forgot to test to see if the rum was high quality. So I forgot to do that. I better check it again. Oh, that's some good stuff. Oh. Did you hear those jingle bells? Oh well. Now that your dough has been formed, it's time to start forming them into balls so that you can dust them in the powdered sugar. So first I need to get a little platter or a tray to set these on. So give me just a second. Alright, that looks really good. So, the last thing we need to do is I need to put my special ingredient in here. Because it's with this special ingredient that makes everybody want to put these in their mouth. So, after the dough gets nice and pliable and ready to be formed into balls, I like to put my special ingredient in it. I like to put my left boob in it. There. And now, with that special flavoring in there, we just take this spatula and we move it around to really get that flavoring in there. Because that's what really sets this off. Now, the next step is you want to get your little plastic bag. And you're going to want to put some powdered sugar into it. Now, the good thing is that when I was rummaging around in my pantry, I happened to find a bag of powdered sugar already in there. So, lucky me. So, let's take this and get that out of the way. And so now what you're going to do is you're just going to reach in here and get a little pinch of the dough. Now, some people say you should really take a cookie scoop and come in here and really use that to shape your balls. But, you know, I don't mind getting my hands dirty on some balls. I don't mind handling them. So, I'm going to take some of the dough, a little bit more here. I'm going to squeeze it together. I'm going to roll it around. Remember, be gentle. Because if you're too hard with your balls, it might break apart. Once you have your ball, you take your bag of powdered sugar and you just drop it in. So let's just do one more. Alright. some dough. Put it in your hands. Mash it around. And start to roll it. Gentle, gentle, gentle. And then just drop it in the powdered sugar. So let's seal up the ball. Let's seal up the bag. And now, ever so gently, just start to caress the balls in the sack. The bag. Just a little bit. You want to make sure that they're nice and coated well with the powdered sugar. Now, once they've been coated, you'll want to get a special little platter or tray or something. You put it down. You'll take one ball out and shake it off. You don't want it too dusty. And then you can take the other one, put the other one down. Alright. Very good. Now, the best thing to do here is to do another little taste test. Ah. Oh my goodness. That has a kick. Wait a minute. Damn it, Walter! How many times have I told you to leave your paraphernalia out of my pantry? Ugh. Alright, well, I had to go get myself a new bag and actually put the powdered sugar in the bag. So let's try this one more time. Now we're going to put a little bit of dough. Put it in your hand. Oh, that's a little too much. You don't want your balls to be too big. You want them to be big, but small enough so you can put them in your mouth. So, gotta mash this one up a little bit. And roll it around. Remember, be gentle. And then put it in the powdered sugar. And then a little bit more dough. Let's mix it up in our hands. Oh, again, this one's looking a little too big. So, mix that up. Roll it around. There we go. Oh, that one's a little bigger than the other one. Well, you know what they say. Sometimes balls, one's bigger than the other. That's okay. But you just go in and just gently press it. Sometimes you gotta use two hands. And then once you've got the powdered sugar on, take it out, shake it off a little bit, put it on your plate. Now, you can display these many different ways. You can put them on a platter, just like I've done here. Or you can put them on a platter, just like I've done here, and let your friends and family partake in your holiday balls. Or you could put your holiday balls in these little mini foil cups. And the great thing about these is that they're the perfect size and they cut the ball just right. I mean, it's so pretty. But there's other ways that you can decorate these. You don't have to use powdered sugar. You could melt some chocolate and pour over the balls, and then you'd have some chocolate balls, and chocolate balls. I like those too. So, but like I said, very easy recipe, very quick to prepare, and your friends and family will come running for your holiday balls. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and Merry Christmas, everybody.